discuss a piece of advice that I got earlier this week that really stuck with me, and I don't know why. Well, I do know why, but it stuck with me pretty hard, and I think it's really important, and it's such a simple piece of advice, but I think it's one we forget so often because of our situation, or because the moment gets too intense, or we worry about losing what we have right now. And a colleague said to me at work the other day, enjoy it for what it is. And that's such a normal phrase, right? That's such a normal thing to say. That's so basic, Oh, well, just enjoy it. Enjoy it while it lasts. Enjoy it as it is. Enjoy what you have in this moment. And it's like the most common thing. Like, be present, have fun, cherish the time you have together with people and things and doing stuff. But we so often forget it. We so often think about what's next, what's happening. Am I going to lose this person? Are they going to go away? Are they going to change? Are they going to get bored of me? Am I going to get bored of them, maybe? Am I doing the right thing? Am I doing the wrong thing? Am I giving up on my dreams because of the X, Y, Z? Are they giving up on things for me? Am I, all these things? And it's scary, it's true. Like, I've been thinking a lot about, like, that type of stuff. I've been thinking, like, oh my gosh, this friendship is great, but what if it ends tomorrow? Like, not tomorrow, but what if it ends at X date? What if I lose this friend in 4 years' time? But the thing is, we might both have just grown apart in 4 years' time. That's life, It's hard, it's scary, because some people you'd want to be around forever, if you could. Especially loved ones, if they pass, or, stuff like that. But the truth is that can't happen, because one day there won't be a forever, and it's so hard, it's so scary. I had, during COVID, a really bad time with that exact thing. I had a moment where I basically thought, what's the point? I thought, this is it, like, I don't care anymore, like, and not in a good way, like, in a really bad way. I don't care because anything I do is pointless, because in 50, 60 years' time, no one will remember my name. And that's not necessarily true, if you have children, if you have a family, that second death isn't coming, like, right round the corner, so to speak. But I think, you have to be comfortable with it to a degree, right? You have to understand that that's the world. There's so many people who aren't remembered. There's so many people who lived even further. Oh gosh, I'm stumbling over my words. Let's start that bit again. There will be some people who don't get remembered, even though they led fulfilling lives. Because not everyone can be remembered, and not everyone is successful on a societal level, I look at my family and I see so many people who are successful, who have had a nice house, a nice car, a nice family. History doesn't remember that, and that's sad, of course. Like, if you could preserve the life of every human, you would, right? But you can't. Not like that, at least. But yeah, so that's kind of a really depressing angle, but let's go back to the main point, and that's actually the opposite. It is, yeah, things end, but that's what makes them so great. that's what makes them so exciting and dangerous and lovable and worthwhile, and it's scary, and sometimes you won't want to do the thing. Sometimes you won't say what you feel because you're scared. Sometimes you'll value an opinion too much and want to keep a relationship going too much that you won't say what you needed to say. It's funny because I was watching Abbott Elementary, and that was like one of the points of the episodes. There was like this moment of like the main character Janine needing to kind of convey to one of the other teachers that that she was wrong, but she was scared because Barbara, the other teacher, was like a role model, right? And she said, what if she never speaks to me again? Yeah, but you can't just, you can't let your life be ruled by those types of things. It's slightly different to the enjoy it for what it is, but it's the same kind of base principle. We ruin things for ourselves too often. We make things hard for ourselves too often. Things are already hard enough on their own. We don't need to make them worse. Not at all. Like, we need to go with the flow. Work with the flow. And, yeah, I think it's something that I'm really trying to work on at the moment. Because I have a lot of situations in my life right now where going with the flow would be a lot easier for me. And I'm struggling with it still. I don't know how to go with the flow sometimes, and that's okay. If you're trying, then that's fine. If you're letting go even 10% of the time, when previously you wouldn't, even 1%, that's a win. It's not easy to be uninhibited. Wow, that's a word. By your preconceived notions. We're all brought up a certain way, and the world we live in now is like super anxious and super panicky, and that's just the way it is. And like, it's life. It's how things go. And also, I think maybe you can hear stuff in the background, some voices. That's my bad, I think. It's weird though, because you're hearing them from outside, through glass, and through, you know what, it's fine. Enjoy it for what it is. Sometimes think, oh, ow, I've just hit my knuckle. Oh my gosh. I'm keeping that in to prove the point. Sometimes things just are what they are. And that's what all my videos are here. Removing perfectionism, removing anxiety, removing being scared, removing prejudice, removing everything, just being real and honest and truthful in a way I can do nowhere else. And I hope you guys feel that you can be the same, at least here. If you need to comment something, if you need a moment, do it. Say something. There's no judgment here, unless you're doing something really crazy. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, I think we just need to all be a little more understanding of ourselves, and understanding of the fact that nothing is permanent. So take every moment, love every moment. Love in spite of what will one day be lost. It's like Strange New Worlds, and Uhura in that show is like kind of like she's this really chatty, bubbly character, but the implication being that underneath all that, she's scared of making friends and friendships and forming relationships because she feels she'll lose them, and she'd rather not feel the pain. And I think another, well-worn but true quote is that better to loved and lost than never have loved at all. I think I've misquoted that, but you know what I mean. Love is hard. Life is hard. But not doing life, not participating in love, and that doesn't mean that doesn't mean romantic, That doesn't mean romantic necessarily. It can be other kinds, but love, enjoy, live, laugh. Not to sound cliche, but yeah, live, laugh, love. It is a cliche. It is, that kind of home decor, white mom, you know, you know. But like, it's true. There's a reason it became a cliche. Why aren't we living more? Why aren't we loving more? Why aren't we laughing more? There's a song actually, I forget who it's by now, but it's something called Love More. I'm forgetting it off the top of my head now, but it goes like something like, I wonder what would happen if we all just lived more and loved more, and something like that. It's so true, and I just think we need to get out of our own heads sometimes and just be. And it's hard, and it will continue to be hard because that's the world we have right now. But if we all strive for it, it can be just that bit easier. And even if we can't always be in that headspace, being honest about not being able to is almost as good. So, anyway, I hope I've given you guys something to think about. If I have, let me know. Otherwise, guys, thank you so much for listening / watching. I hope this has been a good source of relaxation or otherwise reflection. Have a good time zone. I'll see you guys later. Thank you guys.